other videos, we have reviewed different data and statistics problems. However, we have not yet reviewed how to solve problems with box plots. We will look at one of those examples today. Box plots do involve a lot of our different skills. For example, we have to find the median in multiple instances to find the appropriate box plot. Here it says Anna surveys some of her classmates about how many hours they each spend reading in an average week. Their responses are below. I won't read all of the numbers, but that's the list of numbers we have to work with. Which box plot correctly represents this information? Now my first step is going to be taking this information, these numbers, putting them in order. So I'm going to do that one at a time, crossing them off. So we have a 0, a 1, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 3s. 1, 2, 3, 4. My next smallest value is a 4. There are 2 of those. 1, 2. And next are 5s. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's a fourth one. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it's especially important that I cross these off as I go. I almost missed one of my 5s, and I definitely would have missed it had I not been crossing these numbers off. And then I have a 6, and 1, 2 7s. Now let's check. I crossed off each number. Okay, I've represented all of my values here. Now, first, on my box plot, I find the median. Now I do that by counting how many numbers I've got. Now what I'm going to do in this case, because I need to read these numbers again when I'm done with the first median, I'm going to just put a check underneath each one so I know that I've counted it. So that's 2 on each side, 3 on each side, 4 on each side, 5 on each side, 6 on each side, 7 on each side. And I'm going to double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so the number that is left is my median. That's the one right in the middle. Median is like middle, it has a D in the center. So I know 4 is going to be my median value. So right off the bat, I can cross off a few of these because this number, this center line, represents my median, and not all of them are lined up with a 4. In fact, it looks like most of mine don't have a median marked at 4. This one can be crossed off. This one can also be crossed off. And this one can be crossed off, which leaves me just with this final answer choice. That makes me a little suspicious, so I do want to check and make sure that I have everything right. I have the 0, the 1, 1, 2, 3, 4 3s, and 1, 2 4s, and 1, 2, 3, 4 5s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 6, and 2 7s. And again, I'm just going to check and make sure I crossed off the right amount, and I did. Now, I'm not going to stop there, even though this problem has already shown me that this is the correct one, because that's where the median is marked. I also want you to make sure that you're understanding what these different markings mean. So the 0 and the 7 are the smallest and the largest numbers. Those are represented by the value, or by these dots. So in this case, this one and this one both have the dots in the right place. Now I'm not using the right terminology, I'm sure, but right now, the important thing is that you know that these circles, these dots, represent these values at either end. So this one would have been another possible choice, but the 4 didn't line up. This median line didn't meet up. Finally, this line right here and this line right here indicate our first quartile and our second quartile, or third quartile, I mean to say. Now to find those, I have to find the median of my next number set. And in these cases, it looks like I'm starting here and starting here. And actually, I think I count this one both times. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4. And so that would mean that I add these two together. So 3 plus 3 over 2 equals 3. And then here, it looks like it's going to give me a 5. So we've got this one, 1, 2, 3, and then together. 5 plus 5 gives me 2, which equals 5. So our mark is here at the 5 and here at the 3. That is how we can mark our quartile 1 and quartile 3.